Just wanted to get your thoughts on when you first heard about the trade and what your initial thoughts were about moving to Edmonton.
Yeah, I was taking a nap with my daughter. Wife came on and I didn't have my phone on me, so Bill Armstrong was calling. She figured it was worth waking my 2-year-old and myself up from that nap. So yeah, it was good news. Definitely super excited to join the Oilers here, and definitely a team that I was hoping I was getting a call about. So just yeah, tons of excitement on my end, and can't wait to join the boys and try to help this team win a Stanley Cup.
What is it about the Edmonton Oilers that you were hoping for, and why you wanted to maybe go there? What's the most attractive thing to you heading to Edmonton?
I mean, I guess playing against the team is, it's been hard to play against these past years. Obviously lots of skill with these guys, and they're hard to play against. So to be on the same side as these guys is going to be fun. And as individually, I think it's a good fit for myself. I've kind of refound my game this past year. I got knocked off course a little bit, and I felt I still had more in the tank, still only being 30 years old. So, I had a good opportunity here in Arizona to kind of find my footing again. And, it's been good season so far. I feel like individually, I feel like I have more to give, and definitely, want to be a part of a playoff caliber team. So this is, as I said before, this is real exciting for me.
Jack Michaels, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Jack.
Well, number one, Nick, I'm not sure that background is going to be the first thing that greets you when you get here. Those years in Florida and Arizona haven't softened you up too much. You still got some Minnesota in you, don't you?
Yes, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I didn't get too used to it here. But yeah, Minnesota boy through and through. So I don't mind the cold, and Edmonton's pretty similar to Minnesota, so I'm not complaining. I'm excited to see the city a little bit. I haven't really expanded. I was in the brick tournament when I was a kid. Spent 7 days in that mall, which were the 7 best days of my life as a kid. I think that was a highlight for me. So I might have to go back to West Edmonton Mall and check it out again. But yeah, just excited to be a part of the community, and I know the fans are unbelievable. Cassian said there's nothing like it as far as a playoff experience. So just super ecstatic.
From afar, Nick, and you alluded to it in terms of getting a little sidetracked and knocked off course. From afar, it looks like health directly translates to numbers for you. Is that what you mean when you say you feel like you're kind of back to yourself this year, and part of that is just staying healthy?
Yeah, 100%. I've gone through a decent amount of injuries in my career, which have allowed me to grow as a human, learn a bit about myself. And I'm not the type that I wasn't really satisfied with where I was at. I wanted to continue to grow as a player, and I felt like I could change my game as I got older a little bit. I think I'm definitely more of a two-way forward than I was when I was younger. So I think I can bring that to the table, and yeah, health is huge. So like I said, I've learned a lot about my body. I definitely approached the game and my mindset a little differently than when I was 21. So it's been a whole learning experience for me, and this new journey is just another opportunity to continue to try to grow and help a team win, hopefully.
Thanks, Nick. Safe travels.
Yeah, thank you.
Next question, Reed Wilkins, 630 Chegg. Go ahead, Reed.
Thanks, Sean. Welcome to Edmonton, Nick. Just to for detail's sake, I suppose, center, winger, forward. Are you pretty much comfortable anywhere?
Yeah, I've gotten to play a little bit of both. This year's obviously been all center, and that's kind of a natural position for me. But I've played right wing a decent amount of my career too. So wherever I slot, definitely just willing to play whatever role these guys want me to. And this was kind of the goal going into the year, going to reestablish myself and hopefully find a team that would want me for a playoff run.
It was your uncle that was in the NHL, I believe, and your dad, I think, played hockey as well. I don't know how if you have any memories of that or if there was any overlap when you were a little guy, but I wonder if you just have any comment on sort of, being a hockey family and, having relatives that played at a high level, just sort of was really a big part of your family history, it seems.
Yeah, I think you see that a lot in the game where if you're born into it, it definitely benefits the odds of you, playing after high school or even college. So I grew up idolizing my uncle Scott. He played almost 400 games in the NHL, and he's a guy that's been a huge mentor on my career and as a person. So definitely looked up to him, and he's a shooting instructor. So I was shooting pucks with him since I've been 5 years old, and yeah, very fortunate to have been born into a family like that. You're born in Minnesota. It's pretty common to be playing hockey. It's not much else to do when it's so cold. So, got to play all the way up till I was 18, high school hockey there. And, just have loved the game from an early age. So, continue to have that love and, just trying to get better every day.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Nick.
Hey.
It always interests me, guys like you. I think almost every guy's the first line center in his team when he's a kid. Everyone scored all the goals, and everyone who got drafted was almost the best guy on their team. And then your career gets going, and you go here, you go there, maybe you get injured, and here you come to Edmonton with a good, nice chance. But you're coming in as a depth guy now, right? You're I don't know what they're going to use you, fourth line center, third line winger. I'm not sure. Maybe if you could just speak to how a guy finds his way, right? How did you, this? I don't know if you envisioned this when you were 19, but this is where you are, and this is a pretty good shot for you. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that's a great question. I think like you said, I grew up scoring the goals and being relied on. As the pyramid gets smaller, as you get into the higher ranks, it's much harder to score, and everyone can score once you get to the NHL. So for me, it's just the ability to be able to adapt. My role in Minnesota the previous couple of years played fourth line right wing, and never really had that role. And I think it taught me some different things as far as being defensively responsible. And I've had a lot of different positions in my career, I guess. And I guess for athletes or professional hockey players, it's hard not to score the goals sometimes. But when you're a part of good teams and you learn your role and understand your role, I think that's a huge thing. So being an older guy, I guess now it's just like I said, I'm not satisfied with where I'm at. I want to win a Stanley Cup and continue to grow. But that being said, I think the coaching staff will have some good conversation and see where I slot in. And I'll respond to that and, in a positive way and try my hardest for sure.
Yeah. Like it's always sort of the intersection of opportunity and preparation, right? Like maybe if you got this gig when you were 23, you would have been ready for it. Now you're older, maybe you're ready for it. Maybe, maybe this is the right place at the right time for Nick Bjugstad. Does that sound fair?
I like that. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I mean, I'm the type of guy that, I believe you put in the hard work and you put faith in God that the right things are going to happen. They kind of work out. So, I think when you start squeezing it too much and thinking you deserve maybe more than you actually are getting, I think that's when things go south. So you gotta, as a hockey player, athlete in general, you have to have the ability to look in the mirror and say, maybe some things need to change or the mindset needs to change. So I've definitely had those learning experiences throughout my career, and hockey's been the ultimate teacher for me. And I definitely am grateful as far as just having those tough goes and having those good times. You got to embrace it all. So I'm hoping this experience, and I'm confident this experience can be a good one. And Edmonton, even looking at it this summer, was when I was in free agency. I always kind of hoped I could crack this lineup, and it came about. So definitely excited.
All right, thanks, man. See you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
One more, Tony Brar, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, just wanted to confirm your travel arrangements. Are you planning on traveling tomorrow, and are you expected to suit up tomorrow?
I'm heading tomorrow. Trying to gather everything here and get everything sorted. I have my family here in Arizona, so I don't think I'll be playing tomorrow, but I will be arriving tomorrow. So it's been a long 4 days. I've been sitting out of the lineup, haven't been with the team, so just trying to keep my cardio up a little bit and get some movement in before I join the boys here.
What's it going to be like to make your Oilers debut and simultaneously play your 600th NHL game?
That'd be pretty cool. They're pretty excited. But 600 games, it's pretty cool. I try not to get too proud of myself. There's guys that played a lot more games than that. So, I think it's more exciting that it's my first game as an Oiler, and obviously want to do well. So take care of some stuff here at home, and then head to Edmonton.
On a much lighter note, I see that you chose the number 72. Not sure if you're aware, but that's also the number of the mascot here in Edmonton. Is there a gift in the works for Hunter?
Yeah. Oh man, I might have to talk to him. I know they don't talk, but yeah, I didn't know that. Someone should have given me a heads up on that. I was number 27 most of my career, so I just flopped the number. 27's not available, but yeah, we'll have to figure something out. My daughters love mascots, so got to show some love, I guess.
I apologize if I cost you a little extra money there. So apologies for that.
That's all right. No worries.